How many people think we need to get more black-owned banks?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a reason why we need a black-owned bank.
Because I think if we invest in our banks, I think our banks will start investing in us.
Okay, what do you mean by investing in us?
In our communities. I think now that, because community banks have shown that they have a proven record, that they'll take a bigger risk than somebody that want to start locally.
Gotcha.
You see, like somebody out of this community been going to this community bank down the street for 2 years. That community bank got a relationship with that person, so they say, hey, listen, well, I'm willing to give you $35,000 on your micro business loan, Mr. Jones.
Gotcha.
Or instead of going to Bank of America, who's probably going to look at you, think you're high risk or whatever, and may not want to give it to you. Might turn you down, because on average now that it just came out with the Colonel Commission reports that the big banks have turned down black people, small businesses, 3 times more likely than white before they even give them a loan.
Gotcha.
So look for us to get turned down 3 times before we get the loan.
Gotcha.
And you did nothing different than the white individual came in there with the same type, let's say, business plan.
Gotcha. Let me throw this at you. Probably, did you have a reason why?
I mean, it was similar to what he was saying.
Gotcha.
Basically, they're investing in the community.
Gotcha.
Mine is inspiration.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Mine is, inspiration and aspiration. As to far as we have more black-owned business, banks, then it inspires another young brother that sees that as it can happen. So it may not be from maybe a financial standpoint, but it's just for building a community. It's a start to elevate the mind that it's possible. Because a lot of people don't even think it's possible. How can I ever own a black-owned bank? How can I ever own a bank as black, young black men and women? So I think there's aspiration and inspiration.
I'll just say I think that it should build up the black bank because dealing with these black banks, it's like hard dealing with them because not the customer service is okay, but they're not as structured like the bigger banks. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to deal with them because I'm dealing with one now that I go through hell trying to get to them. You know what I mean? Just to get to them. So it's just like, okay, fuck it, I can just go deal with other banks and then be like, hey, I'm dealing with these people because I can deal with them. You know what I'm saying? I can get them on the phone. I can email them. They email me right back. You know what I mean? So
And I like what he said because when I read Robert Allen, Black Capitalism in White America, he talks about this because even though we call ourselves a black bank, because we still have to go through the white infrastructure. See, the FDIC still regulates the loan. They determine the deposits. They determine everything that goes through the black. And see, they may be scrutinizing the black bank more than they scrutinize the white.
That's right.
That's why they're gonna become harsher on you.
Right. Well, let me throw something at y'all. Now, everybody talk. I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's great. We can go with Wakanda forever and everything and stuff like that. It's still gonna come 2 damn things: income and credit. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the bank black or white. If you don't, we can sit and say, man, they the inspiration, doing stuff in the community. We got a relationship. I like them. I love them. It don't matter. I've secured government loans. I've secured the SBA loans and stuff. I sit here and tell you, it don't matter. At the end of the day, because you sit here and you go to some white banks and they're not going to approve you because you're black? Absolutely. Can you sit here and go to some black banks and they sit here and don't approve because you're black? Absolutely. Are you going to have some customer service and operation issues at some black banks? Absolutely. Are you going to have the same thing as some white banks? Absolutely. That's just across the board. But at the end of the day, it's still going to come down to the credit, how much money you can. And the reason why I'm saying this is at the end of the day, we can sit here and ask for stuff. We want black banks. We want black business. But if we don't know how to attain it, we don't know how to bank. We don't know what it takes to secure those funds. It don't damn matter. Even from a business standpoint, if we don't know how to run businesses, that's what I'm saying. Knowing how to sit here and forecast, how to manage, how to account, the market, how to do all that kind of stuff, it don't damn matter. Your business gonna close. No. You can have a business that can be in any one of these areas, don't matter, whatever, and make millions of dollars because they're selling a product worldwide because the world's flat. And you be smiling, how that little one place over there making all that money? And matter of fact, you might not even know it. But because they have a certain market or a niche, they doing that kind of stuff. So we start doing that stuff with the banks. That's why I said we want to make sure we think about this kind of stuff. The issue is not the banks. We don't know how to bank. And until we get empowered with it, it doesn't matter. They gonna damn close. We have it. And if you went to any one of them banks, it's a trust, Cap City, you think about ones we got here, most of the people that lend to ain't black. They ain't black. When you go open up an account, they get a savings account. Like I say again, it's gonna still come down to, you can say, hey man, what's going on? Give them love. They know your wife and they're not gonna give you no loan. If your credit score ain't there, if the income ain't there, the only thing we can add to it if you ain't got a collateral. Maybe add to it. But if that's not there, it doesn't matter at all. It does not matter. I can guarantee you that. If you get access to capital, with those two hurting, it doesn't matter. If we start looking at a business loan, what we're looking at, that's those first two again. Income, credit. Now we're looking at experience. We're looking at industry. Two of those off, you start getting a loan. So it's not an issue of it's there. Like what I said, I want inspiration. I want to see it there. But at the end of the day, if we don't know how to keep it, we can ask for different black businesses. We can ask for all this kind of stuff. But if we are not taught or know how to keep it, I want to keep going in the talk with them because, hey, nobody forcing you not to read. Nobody forcing you not to learn. But if you don't know how to keep it, it doesn't matter. They can give it to us. They can turn around and give us all the reparations we got. If we don't know what to do with it, we're going to be what? Wrapped around Greenbottom Mall buying some more Jordans. We're going to be buying some more Teslas. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can give you land. You're going to do a reverse mortgage, put cash out, and lose it. I can give you a business. You're going to run into the ground. I give you money. It's gone 6 months to a year. Time. Because you don't know what to do with it. It don't matter. Don't fall for that game. Don't fall for that game. Because I'm telling you right now, they even be bold enough to give us reparations. That's your one moment. And once that check cut, it's over. We gave it to you. We gave it to you. Once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. You can lose it all and get it back. Because what? You knew how to do it. And that's it. Nobody can take that from you. But once we always asking and trying to sit here and scrap off stuff, make it quick, we always going to be losing. You always going to be asking. That's the most powerful feeling in the world, especially for a man. You know what you can do. You know what you can do. And you have that confidence yourself. Damn, get it. I can get it back. I know what to do. But you in control of that. You in control of that. And again, it goes back into that painful stuff. Now, I didn't know. I didn't do it because of this and whatever. When we reflect on ourselves, that it hurts. We start thinking about past mistakes and stuff like that, but I don't look at it like it's a mistake, something I did wrong. That's a teaching standpoint. We sit there and look, okay, cool, I learned from that. But that's what we got to force ourselves to do. When we talking about knowing our constitutional rights, when we start talking about financial literacy, business and investing, put the pressure on yourself. Put the pressure on yourself. And when you put the pressure on yourself, only you do then look at the man in the mirror. Alright? Well, I'm gonna leave that, that's everything, right? That's enough to run my mouth for, man. I won't open the floor. Anybody got any questions about anything?
Yeah, I got a question. Would you be able to speak to, I guess, not maybe so much in depth, or I don't know how much, now that you do have on it, but just about as, like you said, you can have a black-owned bank, but if you don't have the credit and the financial background, when they go to looking into you, then it don't do you no good. So if you could speak to like how to make sure, or little tips to help your credit or to improve your credit, or just for you to be able to be in a conversation when you go into the bank. Because if you get in there, you don't even know where to start, then you at a loss already.
Absolutely. The best advice I can get anybody, especially if you thinking about starting a business and you do the business, get access to capital when you don't need it. And what I mean by that is, to the point you say having that relationship, hey listen, I'm Poochie, we looking to open a bakery up next year and stuff like that. I'm in the process just brainstorming, getting everything together. Look, I may need a loan or whatever to get everything started, to get some equipment. What will I need? Okay? The last thing you need to do is try to get money when it's time for you to open up. Or you ready to open up, when you ready. Get all that stuff we don't need, get access to it. Go learn who the banker is then. Let him know who you are. What that does is what? That makes you you're not in a pile of applications. Spend that time, spend that year prior to. Because again, say if you just wake up in the morning, I want to start a business up, that's kind of scary. You want to go out there and do it, and you don't have an experience with it. But if you say you got passion about it, you say, look, I'm going to make this happen. I don't care. Like I said, it took me 2 years to leave my job. It took me 2 years, not because I was scared to do it. I just knew I had to get myself financially to the point. Like I said, I got to cover my cost of living. I had 4 children. So I couldn't, just jump up and do that. But I knew I was going to leave. So that's the thing about getting access to capital. And what I mean by that, once you get to talk to a bank, you can go to Bank of America, SunTrust, any black-owned bank. Have that conversation. Man, what are y'all parameters for small businesses?